are going to claim the reliefs. What as a taxpayer my basic intention? My basic intention is to reduce the capital gain, is to reduce the amount of CGT. So now we are going to cover the reliefs, and these are very important topic. Yes class. Now reliefs. First of all, class, you have to remember that in the reliefs, you will get two types of reliefs. The first one is the business reliefs. Business reliefs are basically those reliefs class which you will get on the business assets, and the non-business reliefs, or the reliefs which we get on the private assets. Okay, so we will do these reliefs one by one. First of all, I am taking the first relief, entrepreneur relief. Very important from paper point of view. Lot of questions are going to be there in the kit regarding the entrepreneur relief. Just listen. What is our CGT rate? It is either 10% or 20%, 18% or 28%. Up till class we have done this. Now, but class, if on certain qualifying disposals are there, then on those qualifying disposals, the gain is going to be taxable at the rate of 10% on 10 million. Basically, they are giving us the limit that there are certain qualifying disposals. If your asset matches that qualifying disposal, then gain is to be taxable at the rate of 10% up till how much amount on 10 million of gains. If any disposal is qualifying, then on that particular disposal, my gain is to be taxable at the rate of 10%. And how much is the limit on first 10 million of gains? Now, I just tell you what is that qualifying disposal. Class, either I seize my business and sell off all the assets, or I seize partnership. Either I close my business or I close my partnership and sell off all the assets. So if I am closing my business and selling off all the assets, then whatever the gains arising, as they are arising on the closing of the business, then on first 10 million of gains, the CGT rate is going to be 10%. Okay. Second case can be, these all are qualifying for the entrepreneur relief. Second one is, I am not closing the business entirely, but I am substantially closing the business. Substantially means closing the part which was capable of running independently. Major part of the business I have closed. That also comes under the ER. Third, I sold the shares which belong to PTC, that is personal trading company. What is personal trading company class? I am going to tell you. Okay class? Yes. So what are they saying class? Just listen again. Gain is to be taxable at the rate of 10% on first 10 million if first seize the business completely, and whatever the gains on the assets is there, that is going to be taxable at the rate of 10%. Secondly, substantially the business is closed. Third, you sold the shares which belong to the personal trading company. Now class, just listen, what is the personal trading company? Personal trading company is that company in which the person is having the shares greater than or equal to 5% of the ordinary share capital. Means person should have at least 5% of the ordinary share capital plus He should also be the employee of that company, part time or full time, doesn't matter, part time or full time, doesn't matter. Third, the shares must have been owned for at least a 2-year period. It is very much required that you have owned the shares for at least 2 years prior to the disposal. If all these three conditions are fulfilled, then whatever the gain on the shares is there, it is going to be taxable at the rate of 10%. How much is clear? Is there any doubt to anyone? Up till it is clear, class, ki on which type of assets you have to apply the ER. So entrepreneur relief, I will sum up. Entrepreneur relief is going to be levied when either the entire business is disposed or the substantial business is disposed or the shares are disposed. Then on first 10 million of gains, the gain is going to be taxable at the rate of 10%. And this 10 million limit is lifetime limit. It means every time when you are using any of these, this 10 million limit is going to be finished. Every time you are using, it is diminishing, and once the 10 million limit is over, you cannot use this 10 million limit again. Okay, now just remember, class, some key points. First key point: an individual asset in isolation, ER is going to be class claimed only when either the entire business is disposed or the substantial business is disposed. That means, class, if I am disposing an individual asset, so class, tell me, can an individual asset in isolation qualify for the ER? No, because I am not disposing the entire business and I am not disposing the substantial business. Any doubt? Second, at least 2 years ownership period is required. So if any case, class, the 2 years ownership period is not completed, in that case you cannot claim the ER on that particular asset. Suppose I dispose my business, all the assets were very old, but there was one asset which I purchased just 6 months ago. Am I able to claim ER on that particular asset? No. Third point, when you claim the ER utilizes your band first. Whatever the band is left, class, you claim it on the 18% or 10%. Remember or not? Whatever the band after taxable income is left, if there any band is left, you claim it on 18% gains or 10% gains. But class, if suppose my band is left and the ER gains are there, ER will utilize that band. So in the question, if the ER gains are there and the other gains are there, then in that case, the other gains are going to be taxable at 20. Residential is going to be taxable at 28 because ER has consumed my band. So in that case, class, you will make 3 columns. Just look here. Qualifying gains. Qualifying gains you will use for that term which qualify for class ER. Non-qualifying gains, for that there is 2 categories: other gains and residential property. Other gains are going to be taxable at what rate? If the ER gains are there which are taxable at 10%, so other gains are going to be taxable at straightforward 20%. If the ER gains are there, the residential property is going to be taxable at what? is going to be taxable at 28%. Now, just remember one very important point. If in my computation all these three gains are there, plus capital losses are there in the question and annual exempt amount is also there in the question. Who can tell me the priority of claiming the capital losses and the annual exempt amount? Me as a taxpayer want what? I want that my tax should be less, but I should remain within the boundaries of the tax. So, first of all, non qualifying, very right. But on non qualifying, first of all, to residential, because the highest rate is 28. Then, if it is left, then here. Then, if it is left, then here. Any doubt? Is it clear, class? So just remember the priority for the capital losses and the annual exempt amount is first to the residential property, second one to the other gains, and the third one is to the gains qualifying for the ER. Any doubt?